Hello, and welcome to Folger Encores. I'm Sarah Browning, and I'm happy to be able to speak with you today. The Folger has been sharing selections from their plays, music, talks, and readings with you in this Encore series. This week, we're excited to bring you a selection from Begin Again, a reading in the O.B. Hardison Poetry Series with the celebrated poet Sharon Olds. I was fortunate to introduce Sharon and moderate the conversation after her reading. We had the opportunity to speak with her in detail about her poetry and her creative process. In describing herself, Sharon has said, "I'm interested in ordinary life, just being an ordinary observer and liver and feeler, and letting the experience get through you, onto the notebook, with the pen, through the arm, out of the body, onto the page, without distortion." In my introduction to the 2016 reading, I said of my initial discovery of Sharon's work 20 years earlier, I found within these finely crafted poems a wild freedom, a female speaker who owned her own body, who spoke frankly of its sexual desire, who told the sorry tales of its violation. This courage struck me then as a radical political act. Today, nearly 5 years later, as thousands of women and men and non-binary folk too have publicly borne witness through the Me Too movement to the body's violations, Sharon's creative act, her exquisite poems that let the experience get out of the body, onto the page, without distortion, is more critical than ever. I hope you'll read Sharon Olds' poems, buy her books, and share them with everyone you love. Please be sure to join us again for these weekly episodes of Encores, highlighting all that the Folger has to offer. Thank you.
I'd like to start with this. How's the sound? Oh, I'm in the Folger. It's the best sound in the world. Why am I even asking that? Diagnosis. By the time I was 6 months old, she knew something was wrong with me. I got looks on my face she had not seen on any child in the family or the extended family or the neighborhood. My mother took me in to the pediatrician with the kind hands, a doctor with a name like a suit size for a wheel, Hub Long. My mom did not tell him what she thought in truth, that I was possessed. It was just these strange looks on my face. He held me and conversed with me, chatting as one does with a baby. And my mother said, "She's doing it now. Look, she's doing it now." And the doctor said, "What your daughter has is called a sense of humor." "Oh," she said, and took me back to the house where that sense would be tested and found to be incurable. And I want to follow that with a love poem, a mother love poem that has just been published in the New Yorker. Always something so completely thrilling for a poet. One might send them many, many, many poems over many years, and when they don't come back, they go out into the world and what we think of as real people read them. So I'm honored and happy that this poem is just this week out in the world. It's called Her Birthday as Ashes in Seawater. By now, my mother has been pulled to the top of many small waves, carried in the curve that curls over onto itself and unknots again into the liquid plain. As her ions had been gathered from appearances and concepts, and her dividend, her irreducible, like violet down, thrown to the seals, starfish, wolf spiders on the edge of Pacific floor. I like to follow her from matter into matter, my little quester, as if she went to sea in a pea-green boat. Every separate bit, every crystal shard seems to be her nature unknowable, dense, dispersed, her atomization a miracle, the earth without her a miracle, as if I had arrived on my own with nothing to owe, nothing to grieve, nothing to fear. It would happen with me as it would, not one molecule lost or sent to the principal, or held in a dried orange pomander strong box stuck with the iron matron maces of the cloves. My mother is a native of this place. She is made of the rosy plates of the shell of one who in the silt of a trench plays music on its own arm, draws chords, and then the single note. Rosin, jade, blood, catgut, siren gut, hair, hair, hair. I miss her. I lack my mother. Such peace there is on earth now every tooth of her head is safe, ground down to filaments of rock crab fractals and claw facets, the whole color wheel burst and released. Oh, Mom, come sit with me at this stone table at the bottom of the bay. Here is a barnacle of egg custard. Here is your tiny spoon with your initials. Sup with me at dawn on your first day. We are all the dead. I am not apart from you for long, except for breath, except for everything. So when I read that to you, I just feel that I almost didn't write it, and I certainly didn't write it alone. It just, these words, I don't even understand half of it. But I believe it. I believe the feeling in it. And luckily, I've known for a long time, I'm probably not going to understand much. But for me, that's not the most important thing. If I were going to be someone who didn't feel much, I would be worried. But as it is, and thank you, there's such a kindness in your listening. And then a poem, which is really for all of you, as well as for the people that it was originally written for. It was written in January 2010. And since then, it's called Ode to My Living Friends. And among the people it was written to were Lucille Clifton and Maxine Kuhlman and Galway Cannell, Mark Strand, James Tate, Philip Levine, C.K. Williams, C.D. Wright, and so many more. Ode to My Living Friends, January 2010. Oh, and I also want to read it because out in the lobby I saw a copy of Shakespeare's poems, a little small book, with the owner of the book's name written on the flyleaf, Walt Whitman. Yeah. So thanks to your family, and thanks to all of you and all your families. Ode to My Living Friends. What a lengthy gap there has been between deaths. It seems as if none of those closest to us has gone for what seems months. For me, it's been so long that when I think of someone dying, I think of my mother and father, my farriers in out of nothing, out of the temporary rich something they were made of. I have carried them with me, not like a partial twin in a sling in front of and against me, but in my body, in my brain cells. But you, my friends, my chosen and chosen by ones, I see you as built-in aspects of the earth, like elements, like members of the periodic table. I know we're mortal, the open door is there. But for weeks and weeks, I have forgotten that I'm going to lose every one of you until the ones who are left lose me. When I was a child, I could not have lost you. I did not know that I would find you. I'm blessed that it will happen to me. Before it does, let me say, you were exactly who I'd been looking for, without daring to imagine. Breast that presses against other breasts, it was you. Root of washed sweet flag, timorous pond snipe, nest of guarded duplicate eggs, it was you. Hands I have taken, face I have kissed, mortal I have ever touched, it was you.